And there are 2.5 more hours of Doctor Who coming your way here on WLIW. But right now, we need all of you to go to the phone and pledge your support.
All you have to do is call us at 516-367-8100. Or if you'd rather, you can charge this to your MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. And don't forget that bonus of the magazines, too. And now I think Mitch has something more to tell you.
Thanks a lot, Carol. Well, the deal is this. We've been very upfront with you. We've been very honest with you. What we need during this break is $1,000. Can we do it? Yes, we can. If each and every one of you goes to the phone and pledges what you can, whether it's $30, $45, $60, $90, $120 or more. Don't forget that at the $60 level, if you call in right now, we have 35 copies of the 20th anniversary issue of the Doctor Who magazine. You must charge that $60 pledge, and you can receive that magazine along with the $60 premium of your choice, whether it's the mug or the Doctor Who tote bag. I don't think I've shown you that in a little while, so I'll show you the Doctor Who tote bag. This can be yours for a pledge of $60 or more, so get in on the offer right now. We won't have many of those guides left by the end of this break. The third Doctor, Jon Pertwee, is going to be coming up next Saturday, and I think we're going to have a special message from him in just a moment, but right now I'd like to encourage you to charge your pledge on MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. It makes things simpler for you there at home, certainly simpler for us here at WLIW. It becomes instant cash. It goes directly towards buying the programs that you tell us that you like to see here on WLIW. As I look behind me, I see that we have we have 29 issues of the commemorative magazine left, and we have one telephone open. So if you've been calling, if you've been getting a busy signal, now would be a good time to make that telephone call. Don't forget that what we are here doing is trying to amass as many votes in favor of Doctor Who so that we can purchase more Doctor Who for you for the coming year. 516-367-8100. Jack, are we going to? Okay, we've got time right now to sit back and listen to a special message from Jon Pertwee.
Mr. Jon Pertwee. John, wait a minute, I have to adjust this thing in my ear as I swing around. Welcome. What do you make of all this?
Welcome? I've been talking to you all night. What are you talking about?
Well, there's another post-production edit right there.
No, let's leave it in.
Okay, all right, we'll leave it in.
Laughs. Yeah.
To fans of Doctor Who have not had the opportunity to hear from you in person, can you go back in time and relate how it was that you took on the role of Doctor way back those few years ago?
Keep going, you're doing splendidly. What would you like me to do? To tell you how I started?
Well, not me, them, I know.
Them? Oh, they all know that. How, you mean when I started?
When you started and how you got the role of Doctor.
I got the role because Sean Sutton, who was the head of programs, had me on his shortlist. I was number 2 on his shortlist and had been for 18 months, I gather. This is true, because John Nathan Turner was then working making the tea.
Quite right.
Ask him, is that not true? Get the camera on John Nathan Turner. He was making the tea. He was a young lad, enthusiastic lad, and he was starting at the bottom, and he eventually became the producer of Doctor Who. And when I was doing Doctor Who, he was on the floor as a junior floor boy. Manager. Sir.
No,
sorry.
make the coffee.
Yes, that's how it happened.
Now, thinking back to your role as the Doctor, your reign, your 5-year reign as the Doctor, what was your greatest joy in playing that particular part?
Oh, all the fun on location. In every capacity. I mean, take that smile off your face. the motorbikes and the stunts and the fun on the boats, and we had tremendous fun on location. Great. Very adventurous it was in those days.
Have you, what would your advice be for Sylvester, if it is proper for you to offer advice?
Isn't proper at all. I'm going to ask him for advice. I don't offer advice anything. He's got the job. Good luck to him. It's a marvelous job, and I know you'll have a great time playing it.
Great. Let's swing back over to John Nathan Turner for a moment before we come back to Sylvester. John, how do you envision, as the producer of the show and the producer's vision, the newer episodes of Doctor Who progressing in the great tradition of Doctor Who?
New ones from Sylvester onwards, you mean?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, as I mentioned, a more heightened strength of comedy. We're entering a new era, and to back that up, we're having a new logo, we're having new music, we're having, well, a new arrangement of the old music. So the whole thing will have a kind of fresh look. And I'm delighted that in the first story that we're doing, we've managed to secure the services of Kate O'Mara, who's been over here in Dynasty, playing Caress, Joan Collins' sister. And she's coming to play a villain that she's played before called the Rani. And that's in the very first story, which, along with Sylvester and Bonnie Langford, who's the marvelous new companion, I think we're in for a terrific new season.
Great. Now, as you approach the role of Sylvester, and you begin your shooting for your first season, what goes through your mind? You're picking
Panic.
up, yeah, panic I can relate to. Yes, you're picking up quite a distinguished mantle in taking on the role of the Doctor. What do you hope to be able to accomplish with it over the period of time that you'll be playing the role?
Well, I hope to have fun, keep it as wonderful as it was when the other 6 Doctors were doing it, and enjoy it, really. If I enjoy it, then I know that the audience will enjoy it, I'm sure.
Sitting out there watching Doctor Who and saying, well, maybe if they make the offer just a little bit better, I will become a member. Well, I got news for you. We have made the offer just a little bit better, because the next, now 20 people to call, next 20 people for a charged pledge of $60, in addition to whatever other premium they might be entitled to, whether it's a T-shirt or a bank or a book, whatever you choose from our galaxy of Doctor Who premiums. In addition to that, for a charged pledge of $60, you will get one of these magazines if you're within the next 20 to call. Now, phones have been a little busy. If you've gotten a busy signal, please take the time to call again. We've still got 20 of these left for a charged pledge of $60. And that's not the only premium. That's in addition to, do we have any phones open? We have phones open. All right, you got to have you got a chance to get through now. Let me show you how terrific this is. There is an Axon right in the center there. You see a Santaran. It is a magazine with a listing of companions, the Doctor's episodes, the 6 or 7 Doctors now, and in addition to any other pledge. So if you've been waiting, if the mug isn't enough with the disappearing TARDIS at the $60 membership level, if the book, John Nathan Turner's Insights and Recollections from his time as Doctor Who producer, whatever it takes, this is the time to make the call. 367-8100. Collect if you'd like. Area code 516. Charge pledge of $60. Gets you the 20th anniversary magazine. Please take the time to make that call. Now, will we get a count of how many of those 20th anniversary magazines are left?
We're going to get that count right now. How many are left of those mugs? 19 of them? 19 to go. That's still plenty of time for you to get to your phone and call. A charged pledge of $60 or more. Down to 12 now. Dirty dozen. We need you to call us right now and become members. 516-367-8100. $60 or more, down to 11. Midge, Ken, how we doing?
We're doing terrifically. Thanks, Rick. And if you called earlier and you got a busy signal, now would be a good time to call us back. 516-367-8100. Are you in New Jersey? Are you on Staten Island, Connecticut, Manhattan, right here on Long Island? We need to hear from you. We need to know that Doctor Who will survive, and it can. Only 12 issues of the 20th anniversary edition of the Doctor Who magazine. It can be yours for a charged pledge of $60 or more. And in addition, you can have the premium of your choice. They're yelling at me 9. There are only 9 left. So please call in right now. 8. Going. It's still going. We've got 8 issues left, so we're going to stay right here until we've sold the last 8. Again, if you've just tuned in, the deal is that we will send you the 20th anniversary edition of the Doctor Who magazine for a charged pledge of $60 or more. I mean, you may be a sci-fi fan. You might be a fan of the children's programs. You might be a fan of the music specials, public affairs programs here on WLIW. We've got something for everyone in the family, and I think that really, when you think about it, it's really worth $5 a month. Premiums in that category, some of our suggested premiums in that category include the Doctor Who tote bag. I've got it right here in my hand. It's a very sturdy little bag, and you can carry it around and tell everybody in the tri-state area that Doctor Who is the program that you tune into regularly on WLIW. We've also got the TARDIS mug, and in case you haven't heard about it, this is a very special mug. What happens is when you pour in a hot liquid into the mug, the TARDIS magically disappears, and then when it cools down, it magically reappears. So this is a very novel item to have in your house to drink your morning coffee. They're waving goodbye. I think we still have a few copies of the 20th anniversary edition for you, so give us a call. There are 5 left, so we'll be here live. You can give us a call, but we're going to go on now into the War Games.